You may find a block and a blanket to be supportive today. If you have them on hand, let's start on our backs. Once you've placed yourself down onto your back, take a few breaths to adjust to this new orientation. Welcome all of you, all parts of yourself to the mat right now and right here. And then place your awareness onto your breath. Bend the knees and wiggle the feet out wide onto the farthest edges of your mat. Notice the edges of the mat under the soles of your feet. And then drop your knees to the right and bring the left arm up and overhead and take some full, smooth breaths here. As we begin to welcome some different shapes into the body, begin to set the tone for your breathing, for your breath, for the rest of practice. Inhale, filling from the bottom up. And exhale, emptying from the top down. If you'd like to introduce some more movement here, then you could roll the back of the skull along the mat, along the floor, turning the head from side to side. Greet the neck. Check in with the neck. See what's what and what's where. And then pause with the head pointed wherever the neck feels comfortable and take a full breath in. Hold that breath in for a moment. So keep the breath in, but relax the body around the breath. Open the mouth and release the breath as you bring the knees through center and change sides. Now knees to the left, right arm overhead. Connect with the breath. Establish the tone for your breath, for your practice today. What would a supportive breath feel like today? I won't suggest that your fullest breath possible is always the most supportive breath. So different times call for different things. Sometimes a fuller breath can feel taxing, maybe to the rib cage. Sometimes it can feel taxing to the emotions if you're feeling panicky. So be in that little bit of inquiry with yourself and adjust your breath so that it supports you wherever you are in the moment. Then if you like, start to turn the head from side to side. Explore the neck. place your gaze wherever the neck feels comfortable and take your fullest breath in from the low belly all the way up to the collarbones. Hold the breath in gently, and then let the breath hold the form. Relax the rest of your body around that breath. Open the mouth, release the breath, and bring the knees to center. You can lower your right arm, heel toe the feet in towards hip distance, and then right leg, just reach the heel up and bend and straighten the knee a few times. You could even pause and do a couple ankle rolls in one direction or the other. Check in with the leg, with the joints. Notice if there's any music going on. Right now I've got some percussion, some auxiliary percussion going on in the knee. And then as you're ready, bend the right knee, place the right foot down, and then bring your attention to the left leg. Bend and straighten the knee. Point and flex if you feel like it. Circle the ankle if you feel like it. Rebend the left knee. Place the left foot down. Now hug your right knee in towards your chest. Draw it in and then extend the left leg down the mat. Flex the foot. Reach the heel away. Take a few full, smooth breaths here as you draw the knee, maybe in towards the chest, maybe out towards the armpit. Now, can you use your strength to keep the knee and the leg in where it is in this place? Maybe it helps to flex the foot to bring in a gesture of strength. So continue to draw the knee in towards the chest or the armpit with your strength, and as you're ready, let go of the leg with your hands and see what happens. Where does the leg go? Hold it there for another breath in with your strength. And then exhale, lengthen the right leg down the mat and bring the left knee in towards the chest or towards the armpit. Flex the right foot. Take a few full breaths here. Into the low belly, proper belly, low ribs, chest, collarbones, and then back out. Begin to engage with your strength. So maybe you flex the left foot and then use your muscular effort to keep the knee and the leg where they are without using the hands to hold them in. So as you're ready, use your strength, hold the leg where it is, and take the hands away. Keep it there, take a breath in. And then exhale, reach the right leg down, left leg down the mat. Bend both knees, place the feet onto the mat. Figure 4 stretch, cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Options include pressing the right thigh away from you with your right hand, or weaving under the legs or one leg and drawing the left leg in. Other option would be to do this in a bridge pose, so with the left foot down, pressing down into the left foot and lifting the hips up. Draw another full breath into the right hip. And then exhale, release, come out of whichever shape you've chosen, and change sides. Left ankle onto right thigh, and either left hand to press the left thigh away, or draw the right leg in, closer towards you, or add a bridge pose. As you find the sensation in each shape, please focus your breath towards that place. So breathe right into it. One more breath in, please. And then exhale, release the shape. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Spend a few cycles of breath here, allowing yourself to soften into the shape instead of doing much forcing or pulling. Just kind of be here. Let gravity, time, breath do their thing. And now participate a little bit more by taking a full breath in, into the belly, into the low back. And exhale, squeeze the knees in a little bit closer to the chest. Inhale, fill belly, fill chest. And then exhale, empty all of that out with the help of the legs pressing into the abdomen. Inhale one more time, fill belly, low back, chest and shoulder blades. Open the mouth, exhale, wring all of that out. Drop the knees to the left, right arm out to the side into a twist. What does a supportive breath feel like in this shape? Inhale fully. And then stay here, exhale completely. Bring the knees through center, and then drop them off to the right side, left arm out opposite. Take your fullest breath in. Stay here, fullest breath out. And then make your way onto hands and knees, however you fancy getting there. Use a blanket under the knees if you'd like to. Place the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, toes could be tucked or untucked, up to you, and take a few cycles of cat-cow. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the crown of the head and the tailbone up towards the sky. Exhale, curl and round. Empty the breath, lower the tailbone, lower the crown of the head. And take a few more cycles of cat-cow. Move with a supportive breath. So if there's any tenderness in the spine or the ribs, particularly if this is a day where you've got a little rib out of place, a shallower breath can feel supportive. On days where you'd like to just really focus on creating more inner space, then a fuller breath could be the one to choose to support that intention. Take one more cycle of cat-cow, please. At the end of that exhalation, bring yourself back to a neutral spine in tabletop position and begin to set up a child's pose that works for you. So that could mean that the knees are very close together. That could mean that the knees are wide apart. Toes could be tucked or untucked. Take your time to get into a comfortable, well, as comfortable as possible child's pose as you can. So maybe you could bring the blanket between the back of the thighs and the calves. For some people, child's pose is not a restful or comfortable posture at all. So when they see some of us just being like, oh, child's pose, it's the best. Like, what am I missing out on? So if you can, please give yourself that extra time to make this a more comfortable position for you. Relax your head, relax your brain, and then dig your fingertips into the mat and crawl the fingertips forward. Take a few full, smooth breaths here. Here, as we invite some more space into the sides of the waist and in between all of the ribs, we have the chance to set the tone for our breathing for the rest of the day. By bringing more space in between the ribs, we allow the diaphragm more freedom of movement. So create that space for yourself now if you would like to take some fuller breaths throughout the day. Take one more full breath in. And then exhale, walk your hands towards the left. Crawl the right fingertips out a little bit further and stay here for a couple cycles of breath. We are using the form and the structure to invite more space along the right side. Can you use the breath to prioritize and create space along both sides of the waist, both sides of the rib cage? Take a full breath in. Exhale, walk the hands through center, and then over to the right. Creep the left fingertips out further. Breathe into both sides of the torso equally. Relax the head, relax the brain, take a full breath in. Exhale, walk the hands back to center. Shift forward onto hands and knees. Bring the knees under the hips and then tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Take some time here to negotiate your downward facing dog. And then settle on what your downward facing dog is going to be right now. Inhale, lower the knees onto the mat. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale forward to hands and knees. Exhale, down dog. Do that 3 more times. So 3 full cycles. If you lose count, don't worry about it. I'll keep count for us. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Step your feet onto the far edges of your mat, the outer edges. Bend the knees and walk your hands in towards your feet. And relax, release the spine and the upper body over your legs. Feel free to make any movements that feel supportive in the lower body. Maybe shifting or bouncing or I don't know, whatever you want to do. As you inhale, fill your inner space, and as you exhale, imagine anything that's clogged up, jammed up, stagnating in your body, in yourself. It could just open up and pour out of the crown of your head into the earth to get a good old energetic composting. Let's bring that intention into something more of a physical practice with a lion's breath. So as you inhale, fill your inner space, breathing in through the nose. And then open the mouth, stick out the tongue, blast it all out. Inhale, fill. Exhale, release. Once more, take a full breath in. And a fierce breath out. Relax the upper body again. Spine, shoulders, head, face, cheek, eyeballs, eyelashes, earlobes. And then roll up the spine, taking your time. Once the head is up, press your feet down into the earth. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs any amount. Maybe you bend the knees. Bring your hands to the shins. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet, reach the arms wide, stand all the way up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Get your blanket out of the way if it's on your mat, and then step to the top of your mat. You could place your block, if you have it, now at the top of the mat, just so you make sure it's within reach. Place the feet at hip distance, spread the toes wide, like you've got little poison dart frog toes. Press into the feet and reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward towards the floor, towards the block. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold inward, empty out. Press into the feet, reach wide, stand up. Exhale, hands together in front of your heart. Inhale to chair pose. Sit back, reach forward. We are going to be paying more attention here to the low body. So if you find that it's distracting for you to have your arms up and overhead, I tend to feel pretty jammed up here, don't love it, you could reach straight forward instead, or you could bring the hands together in front of your chest. And now shift the weight from side to side. So without picking the feet up off of the floor, shift the weight onto your left foot, onto your right foot, connect with your breath. And now as you shift the weight from side to side, do pick the opposite foot up just slightly, maybe hovering the foot an inch or so off the mat. As you shift the weight from side to side, become aware of what is supporting the movement. Where do you find the sensation? Where do you find the engagement in your musculature to support the shifting of weight from side to side? Shift the weight to your left foot, and then step the right foot back. Come into a crescent lunge. Cactus the arms, so bend the elbows, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. And focus on the back body. that energizing of the space between the shoulder blades. I'm really not concerned with the front of the body here. If you want to do extra hoiking and hoisting, hoisting and hiking, you could anchor the front ribs down and shift the tailbone forward, do all kinds of stuff like that. Otherwise, just let the front of the body be spacious. Lean the upper body slightly forward. Take a full breath in, still cactus arms. And then exhale, rotate towards the left. And then come into a twist. Maybe the right hand goes down to a block or the floor, or maybe you bring the hands together into a prayer twist. That bottom hand, if it's on a block or the floor, it can be as close to your left foot or as far away as you'd like. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, come out of your twist. Take the hands to the mat, and then step the back foot forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach wide, stand up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, chair. Maybe with the arms up, forward, or together. Shift the weight from side to side for just a moment, and then start to float one foot up and then the other. Shift more weight now onto the right foot, and then step the left foot back. Crescent lunge, reach the arms up, and then bend the elbows, same as the first side. Cactus arms, reach the elbows back, reach the wrists back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together like they could meet on top of your spine. That would be a shoulder blade rib meet cute. Lean the upper body forward, take a breath in. And exhale, use your strength to rotate towards the right. Stay there for a moment. And then come into your twist, maybe prayer twist, maybe hand down, perhaps narrow, perhaps wide. Take a full breath in, press down, reach up. Exhale, take both hands to the mat and step back to plank. In your plank, knees could be up, knees could be down. Push down from your shoulders into the floor. Pull up from the floor into your shoulders. Keep that pushing down, pulling up action happening as you slowly lower yourself onto your belly. Knees can be up or down. Once you're all the way down, untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Do one more of those. Make it leisurely, make it comfortable. And then pause. Once the chest is back down, bring the arms back behind you. Press the palms down into the mat. So this could be quite narrow. The hands could be wider apart. What I would like for you to explore is what position allows you to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press the tops of the feet down. Draw the shoulder blades together. Press the palms of the hands down. Reach the breastbone forward and up. Draw the chin in towards your ears. Inhale, press down, lift the chest a little more. Exhale, lower down. Child's pose. Arms could be in front of you. They could be beside you. They could be out to the sides. I don't know what that does, but we could find out. Take a full breath in, especially fill the back body space. Exhale, come up through tabletop and into downward facing dog. Spread the toes. In the arms, push down from the shoulders into the floor and pull up from the floor into the shoulders. Lift the right leg up and back any amount. And then with an exhale, bend the knee, bring it forward, and step the right foot forward halfway. Then pivot to your right. So keep the left hand down, reach the right arm up, and pivot onto the side of that left foot. Lower the hips down towards the floor as you reach the top arm back, reaching towards the foot. Take a full breath in here. And then exhale, press down, lift the hips up, reach the top arm up and over your ear. Stay here for a full breath. Exhale, lower the hip, reach the arm back. Stay for a full breath in, breathe breath all the way in, like along that left side of the body. And then exhale, transition up, reach the top arm up and over the ear, lift the hips up more, take a full breath in. And then exhale, place the right hand down, downward facing dog. Fire up the arms. Press down from the shoulders into the floor. Pull up from the floor into the shoulders. Lift the left leg up and back any amount. Take a breath in. And then exhale, bend the left knee. Step the left foot forward halfway. Then pivot to your left now. So right hand down. Reach the left arm up into a modified side plank. Lower the hips down, reach the arm back, take a full breath in. Keep pressing down into the right hand to support the shoulder. Exhale, lift the hips, reach the arm up and overhead, over the ear. Take a full breath in here. And then exhale, transition, lower down, reach back. Inhale from the outer right ankle up to the hip, side of the waist, ribs, shoulder, all that. And then exhale, lift up, reach forward. Another full breath in, please actively reach. And then exhale, place the left hand down, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels and look forward. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach wide, stand up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Once you arrive upright, make sure that you have a good bit of lateral space. So create some lateral space out to the sides. That could be by turning to the side of your mat. That could mean negotiating real estate with your neighbor if you are practicing with somebody else. But enough, you can do a little test out, a little side to side can. And if you don't kick anybody or anything, then you're good. So create that space for yourself. And then sit back into chair pose. Options remain with the arms. You could reach up, you could reach forward, you could bring the hands to prayer, totally up to you. Shift more weight onto your, left foot. Find that support in the left leg, and then reach the right leg out to the side. So you're kind of in like a speed skater situation. And now transition towards one of these options, maybe all of these options. We're heading towards a temple dancer pose, standing on the right leg. Nope, left leg. So that's our standing figure 4 situation with the left knee bent, and go back and forth. Other options I'm going to throw into the mix include bending the right knee and bringing it in just to meet the inner leg. So boop, boop, boop. Another option could be to turn this right leg out, bend the knee, and then tap the toe anywhere on the standing leg. Or full temple dancer pose, maybe the right ankle doesn't even touch the left thigh. And if the standing leg is getting totally taxed, then straighten it and explore that way until you get some more juice, maybe, and then you rebend. One more time. And then both feet down, chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach wide, stand up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Take a moment to gather your breath, observe your heartbeat. Maybe you even bring your thumbs onto your sternum and notice the beating of your heart through the sensation in your hands. Let's head into the second side. Inhale to chair pose. Arms can do whatever they want to do. Shift more weight onto your right foot. Extend the left leg out to the side with the toe pointed, speed skater. And then go back and forth. Balance pose, hip strength pose. Maybe it's to temple dancer. Maybe the ankle doesn't even touch the thigh. Maybe you just scoot the legs in together. Maybe you bend the knee out to the side and experiment with where you can touch your toe to that inner standing leg. So, yoga classes come to us in surprising ways sometimes. This one was inspired by a song that Marty Crane from the show Frasier sings, which just got stuck in my head. It's stepping out with my baby. And then like second verse is like, she's such a groovy lady. She makes my heart go heidi-heidi. Anyway, that's a little look into my inner life. Watched a lot of Frasier this year. One more time, please. And we'll meet in chair pose. Take a full breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Downward facing dog. Lower the knees, child's pose. So it was really just the phrase stepping out. Okay, well today we'll step out then. Frasier was a real comfort show for me this year, and I actively tried not to think about what the Crane family would be like in modern times. Walk your hands in, bring yourself up. Swing the legs around in front of you. Bend the knees. Lift one shin, then the other. Squeeze the inner legs together. Reach the arms forward. Cross one shin in front of the other, and then rock forward. Head into a cross leg forward fold. Inhale deeply here. Open the mouth and exhale completely. Bring yourself upright. Come back into your half boat pose, knees bent. Lift the shins. You could even keep the toes touching down. Squeeze the inner legs one into the other. See if you can remember which shin went in front the first time. If not, just do whichever. Cross one shin in front of the other, rock forward toward your forward fold. How does it feel? Does it feel like this is the side you did before? If so, just switch the legs. Take a full breath in. Full breath out. Bring yourself upright, and then roll yourself onto your back. Options here, either spend a few breaths in a bridge pose with the feet pressing down, lifting the hips, or a happy baby pose. Happy baby pose can be holding on to the fronts of the knees or shins and inviting the knees towards the armpits, or maybe you hold somewhere on the lower leg or the foot and draw the thighs down around the torso. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest. And then exhale, release whatever shape you're in, and then draw your knees in towards your chest. Drop the knees to the left, open the right arm out to the side. Fill the shape with a supportive breath. Inhale fully. Hold the breath in. Soften the body around the breath. Stay here, open the mouth, exhale completely. Change sides. Fill the front, back, and the sides of the body. Take your fullest breath in all day. Gently hold it in. And then relax the body around the form of your breath. Stay here. Open the mouth and let the breath go. Bring the knees to center and ease yourself into a posture of relaxation. I'd leave that up to your own interpretation for whether you bring in anything to support that relaxation. You might even feel called to bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out. You could support that by rolling a blanket, placing on top of your ankles, and then weaving the blanket ends under your legs, and then hoisting them towards you and resting back. The opposite gesture would be to bring the knees together, feet wider, and then cross the arms over the chest. allow the energy in your body to begin to settle down towards the earth like sediment or sand filtering down through river water, lake, creek, ocean, whatever body feels appropriate to you. And imagine that you are that body of water, whatever kind of body of water you've chosen. And as the sediment settles down towards the bottom, imagine that you could keep the surface of your body, lake, river, creek, whatever you want, bay. Imagine that you could keep the surface still. And can you begin to take some fuller breaths, maintaining the stillness of that surface? Without jostling or disturbing that stillness too much. Bend the knees and guide yourself over onto your side. Keep that sense of stillness as you bring yourself up into a seat. Bring your hands together in front of your heart and rub the hands together. Place one hand onto your heart, and the other hand onto your belly. And offer to yourself a commitment to generosity. Thank you.